Okay, FST 204, the strip mall scenario. Again, we're going to talk about things like first arriving on the scene, location, confirming the address where we're at, what do I have, what am I doing, what do I need, and who's in command. We'll relate back to the FPOD-P and we'll start talking about the facts. Facts here are, this is a strip mall. It appears to be during the day, during business hours. There's people out in front of the commercial building. There's cars parked in the lot. It's daytime. We've got smoke coming from one of the center. I can't tell how many total are in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 occupancies, and the smoke's coming from the center one. I gotta guess this is at least 200 feet wide. No telling how deep it is. This is going to be one of our scenarios where we're going to pull 2.5 for sure. Probabilities here involved are life hazards. We're going to have multiple exposures with businesses on both sides of this. Cars in the parking lot are going to be exposures. Probably once we start pulling apparatus and manpower and equipment in here, they're not going to be able to move. So those are all going to have to be considerations. Our own situation pulling in here, we're going to have an engine, a quint, another quint coming from the other side of town, as I said before. Smoke, the life hazard, the exposures. This is going to be an automatic box alarm. We'll have all off-duty personnel coming in, another 12 possibly, and we'll have an engine company coming from Atlanta, which is 10 miles away, and we'll probably bring them to the scene. The second alarm, if need be, is available. It wouldn't take me long, a couple minutes into the scenario, to know if our resources will be overwhelmed at this point. And I'd probably get a second alarm coming if there's any type of extension threat going on here. Cockloft area, open void space like attic or a ceiling space. As I've said before, this is one of those where if this was in our district, we would have pre-planned this. We'd know where the utilities are at. Our pre-planned book is kind of massive. I would have been able to flip through the book on the way here and be able to know how to control a few of those things. Decision at this point is going to be to get a line right to the front of this fire, see if we can see where it's coming from, and try to get a quick knock on it. Pulling a 2.5 is the only scenario I can see at this point. Big fire, big water type thing. Even though this doesn't look like it's vented yet from the top, it's definitely got a good start from the front. Tactics wise, we're going to have an attack crew. We're going to have rescue crew from the second engine or the quint coming in, trying to evacuate buildings on both sides. If the line can get in the front, we're going to put some water on this and see if there's any rescue that needs to be done inside from some back rooms or what have you. We're going to consider getting on the roof if this thing goes any farther, and possibly cutting some trenches to get it stopped. Salvage, overhauler have to be considered. The exposures out front, they can have some tarps thrown on them. And the water supply. I don't see any hydrants in the picture. I'm sure there's got to be something of significant size out on the road. Another engine company coming in can catch a hydrant, or we can lay in. Normally, something like this, the hydrant will be out somewhere at the edge of the parking lot, and it could be just a matter of hand jacking 100 feet of hose to establish and back up, you know, the guys that are inside. So FPOD P, looks like I've probably covered everything, and we'll be moving on to the main event. Thanks.